get high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx.
David Kulla, your New York City board-certified chiropractor and director of Synergy Wellness, Chiropractic and Physical Therapy in the Big Apple, Manhattan, New York. Because there's so much new chiropractic research coming out weekly, I'm excited to add our Research Matters series, highlighting chiropractic research once a week. And without further ado, I present case study number 1. One last thing. Tell me what you think in comments below. I went to film school before I got my doctorate. I do all the writing, directing, producing, sound, editing, and the cool special effects you see here. Folks, I'm not asking for an Academy Award or an Oscar, just a simple thumbs up if you like my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest, greatest content on YouTube. Thank you, appreciate all of you. The spinal cord as the organizer of disease processes. The first study I believe all chiropractors should know about is the work of PhD neurophysiologist Irvin Kaur. Dr. Kaur spent 5 decades of his life studying the spine and its direct influence on the nervous system. In 1976, he published a series of papers with many references, pointing to the fact that an alteration in a segment or area of the spine absolutely negatively affected nervous system function. The article was titled "The Spinal Cord as the Organizer of Disease Processes." All the references are listed in the description. Now, I know Dr. Kaur was not a chiropractor and even went on to embrace the osteopathic profession before really understanding the chiropractic philosophy and science. But his work on understanding the relationship between the spine and nervous system is profound. In fact, he published so many articles in his career and had such an influence in spine and neurophysiology that the eulogy in his funeral was also published in PubMed. Wow. Most of his work helps validate the power of a chiropractic adjustment. Kaur had a fascinating story about when his health was slipping when he was in his 40s, and he was treated by an osteopathic physician. After one treatment, he went for a walk and found an irresistible urge to break into a jog, which he hadn't done in years. Soon he was breathing heavily and propped up against a tree when he took a deep breath in and felt his rib cage fully expand, literally tearing several small adhesions. From that moment, he described a transformation in his life. He threw away his sunglasses, realizing he could now autonomically control his pupils without them. Kaur passionately showed that the medical approach of glorifying the viscera, which are merely organs designed to maintain the musculoskeletal system, in his view, misunderstands the true nature of the human being. He enjoyed pointing out that doctors and scientists of that time made the common error when teaching and creating textbooks of showing multitudes of nerve endings traveling to each internal organ, but only a few scant branches connected to the joint and the soft tissue mechanoreceptors, muscle spindles, Golgi tendon organs. He would laugh as he described this was backwards, since the musculoskeletal system had 90% of the connections with the nervous system. Do you hear that, folks? Chiropractors? The spine and structure of the body have 90% of the connections to the brain and nervous system. Roger Sperry, a Nobel Prize winner on brain research, said 90% of the stimulation and nutrition to the brain is generated by movement of the spine. Kaur helped to prove that the spine was much more than just a structure that helped us stand more erect and also protected the spinal cord. He was also unique and inspiring, as he always pointed out, we as humans express our humanness by choosing to do such things as play the piano, ski, walk, etc. He pointed out the importance of taking care of the whole person in healthcare instead of the reductionist viewpoint of picking out just a diseased organ like the allopathic physicians practiced. Does this sound familiar to what BJ so eloquently described in virtually all of our chiropractic green books. The bottom line in the work of Core was how he showed that a vertebral subluxation creates a stress that causes an increased tone in the sympathetic nervous system. We now know that an increased sympathetic tone in the nervous system sets off a cascade of autonomic processes as if the body was being attacked. This increased tone leads to what we know to be the fight or flight behavior physiology. Here's the thing. It's a good response that helps you in the acute situation, but will kill you chronically. What I mean by that is in the short-term situation, it's good. However, if it stays there a long time, it will destroy the body. This increase in sympathetic tone increases stress hormones, known as catecholamines, adrenaline and noradrenaline, and decreases relaxing hormones such as serotonin and relaxin. Like I said, this is good for a short time to help you fight or flee from a predator. But when it is sustained for a long duration, it destroys. From decreased immunity and digestion to shutting down fertility, focus, attention, energy. This state of physiology is not what any healthy human should experience for any sustained period of time. This happens with every vertebral subluxation because of its influence on the central nervous system. Top takeaways I hope that you gathered from this research. 1. There is ample science and evidence to support the power of chiropractic. 2. The physiology behind a vertebral subluxation is more than just a hard bone on a soft nerve. It virtually affects every aspect of human function. 3. The power of an adjustment has been proven to be more effective for improving visceral physiology than musculoskeletal health. And 4. Every human should be evaluated and have the spine cared for by a chiropractor over a lifetime. And 5, the best part about chiropractic care is that it can be utilized over a lifetime, and the evidence supports the greatest benefits are received with frequent ongoing care. I've included all the references of the studies in the description. Thank you for watching our first of many to come in our Chiropractic Research Matters series. See you next week.